Hey guys, Jesse here from the Beard Synopsis Lab. On behalf of Propaganda Beard Co., Mr. Wesley Bringer is the owner. We are doing our final review. This is day 7 of the Propaganda Beard Co. Outbreak Limited Edition Balm. Right there. It's a nice little 2-ounce container. As you can see, it's about half gone. I've loved and used this shit like mad. Fantastic smell. So yeah, it's a light orange balm. You can't really tell here. First and foremost, I want to thank Wesley for everything he did with this review. He's done a phenomenal job, guys. He hooked up our entire staff, our entire review staff. It's a ton of people with a balm, an oil and balm, the whole works, and you know, just loaded everybody up with some goodies. Not really a bribe. I'm not saying that, but this dude definitely cares about his product, definitely cares about his customers, and definitely wants to make sure everybody's enjoying it. This particular Outbreak, like I said, was inspired. I don't know if it was inspired, but designed in part by our own Chuck, the big boss man of the BSL himself. He helped design the scent. Like I said earlier, I know they went through a bunch of beta tests. A bunch of different scents didn't make the cut. You know, they ultimately ended. Sorry about that. They ultimately ended on this Outbreak. The scent, as I explained, it's tangerine, blood orange, and sage are the essential oils. And it's pretty sweet the way the scent works. We'll go into it a little bit more since this is the final one. The way the scent works, you apply it, and the first thing you notice, even just smelling it right here, is a real cool citrusy smell. And like I said, it's cool. It's not just cool like, you know, the fond's cool. It's cool like it's refreshing and kind of cold. That's the rosemary that you get. So it's rosemary, tangerine, and blood orange. Give you this really nice, sharp, sweet, cold citrus scent. That first thing when you apply it, and it's real energizing and invigorating, and it's really sweet. Throughout the day, that fades intentionally, and kind of leads way for the sage scent to kind of kick through, and it's a real earthy, herbal smell. I don't want to say that it smells like the scent dies, because that's weird and kind of foul, but that's what happens. I mean, the orange kind of dies and gives way to a real herbal, earthy kind of smell, and it's relaxing. It's very, very chill at the end of the day. So we're going to talk ingredients. Let you guys get the list of those. I'm going to read them because I don't have them completely memorized and I don't want to screw anything up. But you got your shea butter, your cocoa butter, your coconut oil, beeswax, jojoba oil, argan oil, sweet almond oil, pumpkin oil, which was new to me and I am definitely enjoying it, grapeseed, castor oil, Avena Sativa, which is super intriguing, glycerin, your essential oil blends, lanolin, which I love, and vitamin E, which I also happen to love. All these oils, guys, for the most part, you know, your coconut, your sweet almond, your pumpkin, from what I read, your vitamin E, they're all designed to really nourish the skin and the hair deep down to the root, and just really strengthen it and emphasize and, you know, kind of retain all that moisture and condition the skin and the hair. Lanolin, I've learned to like. Mr. Stuart Morse turned me onto it. Your Suit for Happiness, as he is formerly known, turned me on to lanolin, and that's a really good protecting protector, I guess, skin protectant. You know, women use it on their nips when they're breastfeeding because it really protects the skin. It's also really awesome in your hair because it protects it from drying out. It keeps it moist. It keeps good stuff in, bad stuff out. And it's heavy enough to be considered kind of waxy. It helps hold a shape, but it's not heavy and it's not stiff. It's real flexible. So I love that in a product. All my favorite balms have lanolin in it. I'm not saying that's the only kind I like, but if they have lanolin, I love them. So that was a huge plus in my book. Avena Sativa was a new one to me. I'd never even heard of it. Totally cool. It's used, if I remember right, it's used as like an energizer kind of. It's supposed to waken you up and liven you up. Even sexually, I guess. You know, I didn't walk around all, you know, ready to go all day, but I definitely, you know, when you apply the balm, one thing you realize when you kind of get it rubbing and you wake it up a little bit, it's real warm. It's soothingly warm, and it just melts. And from what I found, it sounds like that's the Avena Sativa. So talked ingredients, talked scent. Application goes in smooth. I want to talk about the things that I really like, guys. I used this balm over the weekend, and I started on last Friday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I just went balm, which I normally don't do, and it held up, and it felt like probably some of the softest my beard ever feels, especially in the humidity. I'm going to keep drinking out of this. This right here, Propaganda Beard Co. Sweet ass beard koozie. We're going to count that as product placement, maybe a little brainwashing. The last 3 days, I used a couple different oils underneath. I don't have the Propaganda oil, so I can't really attest to that, but I used a couple different weights of oils to kind of see how it holds up and what it combines well with. I started with a heavy oil, worked my way down to a really light oil. The big thing I noticed is if you want to avoid what I would consider a greasier feel in your beard, stick to the lighter oils as a base for this. The heavier the oil, it seems, the less this absorbs in your skin. You kind of get a little bit of a greasy residue. Nothing terrible, nothing unbearable. But I know some guys don't like that, so I would say this product works best on its own or with a really, really, really light blend oil. The other thing I did that I really like, guys, the past couple days, I've been throwing it in my hair. It's the only thing I've used. The hold property of this stuff, guys, is absolutely phenomenal. For as light as it is, and it's not stiff by any means, it holds amazingly. It's smooth, it's soft, it's light. I keep running my hands through my hair, and it doesn't feel like a gel. There's no crust, there's no wax, there's no stiffness, but it lasts all day. It kept my hair on my face all day. Right up until the last hour or so of work when it started kind of falling, and that's sweat and dust and all that fun stuff. But no, so guys, you want to check it out. Alright, propagandabeardco.com. They got a ton of sweet stuff. This is limited edition. I know they've got another one, Skynet, which I think was vanilla and tobacco, and that sounds like heaven. Check those two out. Those sound absolutely amazing. This obviously is amazing, as our entire staff can attest to. I don't think I've heard one bad review yet. Nothing bad, no awful complaints. Everybody's loving this stuff, and I promise you guys will too. You are Propaganda, or you will be once you order this stuff. Order it. Show Wesley some love. He's done a hell of a job. He and Chuck have made a fantastic product. So check it out. Like I said, they got lots of cool stuff. Right there, Propaganda Beard Co. The Propaganda Beard Co. propagandabeardco.com.